So, I'm not gonna do a super long intro. Let's get it started. The first question comes from Aflux, and he says, Q&A, how do you handle a writer's block, or should I call it a YouTuber's block in this concept? Well, to be honest, I do have days when I have no idea what to record, but most of the time, 99% of the time, I don't have days like that just because you guys are so cool and you always give me great suggestions, honestly. That's where most of the videos come from, is from you guys' suggestions and everything. So, I hope that answers your question. Next question comes from Aldo Castro, and he says, Q&A, do pigeons have feelings? I would assume that if you were to step on a pigeon, it would probably feel it. Algo RS07 asks, Q&A, what do you think of the Noob Show returning? I thought it was great. Actually, in fact, if you go look at some of his videos that he's uploaded 2 within the past week, you can see very plainly how I feel about him returning. I'm a fangirl, what can I say? I knew if I stayed subbed for 6 years, it would happen one day. Alternative Dinosaur says, Q&A, did you enjoy RuneScape right away, or was it something that you had to adapt to? Honestly, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was only 10 years old when I first started playing the game, but yeah, I did enjoy it. I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't even know which character was mine when I first started, honestly, because I started out in Lumbridge, and back then there was loads of people playing every single day, so I didn't even know where my player was in the crowd of people. But, yeah, I definitely had to adapt to it, but that didn't mean that I didn't like it. I definitely enjoyed RuneScape from the beginning all the way up until today. And tomorrow. And next week. And probably next year. Ascanius YouTube? I'm gonna assume the YT stands for YouTube. Ascanius? Ascania? I am so sorry, man. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Hopefully I'm getting it right. Maybe a little bit. Probably not. But anyway, what he wanted to know, he or she... Oh, God, this person hates me. He says, or she says, has there ever been a point where you have just got bored of RuneScape? Do you feel like you want to Did I just say clit? This video is ruined. Has there ever been a point where you just got bored of RuneScape? Do you feel like you want to quit RuneScape and expand the channel to other games? Yeah, sometimes. I won't lie to you guys. Sometimes I would like to do more than just RuneScape. I have never gotten bored of doing RuneScape videos, honestly. Sometimes I'll get burnt out on doing a specific kind of video, whether it's countdowns or maybe I do too many countdowns and then I just feel like doing like a max Plox or something like that. But no, I've never actually genuinely, like, altogether got bored with doing RuneScape and YouTube at the same time. Would I like to do other games on the channel? No, I would like to do that on a different channel, actually. Maybe I'll do that in the future, not sure. It all depends on what you guys want. If you guys would actually like to see me play some other games, honestly, I would love to play some other games for you guys. Mostly horror games, probably. I love single-player games like that. But that would be all up to you guys, honestly. But I would love to play other games. And nope, never get bored of RuneScape or doing YouTube with RuneScape. Hope that answers your question. Banjo String says, Q&A, can I have your baby gravy? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Let me go check in the cabinets. I'm pretty sure there's some babies in there. Chris Ryan says, I love you. ... question mark. Question mark at the end. So it's a oh, I get it. Yes. Christopher, I'm just kidding, Ryan, I love you. Christopher Pedersen says, Q&A, what kind of player are you? A mage or a swordsman? Honestly, I'm all 3, dude. All of my stats, all my combat stats are over 80. Come on now, man. I'm all 3. You gotta be all 3 in RuneScape. You have to if you want to be successful at it. Come on, Christopher Pedersen. Coolio Man says, can I be in your queue and... Get the... No. Get the fuck out of here. Sijaris Help says, Q&A, if you could have one RuneScape spell in real life, what would it be? Ooh, I don't know. I could have Barrage. I could freaking freeze people. I could have Vengeance. I could have Wind Strike. I'm just kidding. Nobody wants Wind Strike. Honestly, if I had to pick one, I don't know. Honestly, oh my god, there's so many choices. Maybe... No, who am I kidding? Barrage. Barrage all the way is what I would pick. Damad says, Q&A, you always say that you don't PK. Well, neither do I, but... Would you ever make a video where you attempt to PK? Of course, if that was something, if you guys wanted to see that, maybe I'll put in a progress video, or maybe I'd make it just a single video on its own. Mote Plox sucks at PKing, episode 1. Maybe I'll do that in the future if that's something that you guys want. Post down in the comment section if you would like to see me fail at PKing. I've never done it before, never will probably, unless you guys want to see it. But I've PK'd on free-to-play accounts, and I was pretty good at it, but I've never PK'd in Members Worlds. I'm scared to, and I don't know how I would feel about doing so. But if you guys wanted me to do it, I would have no choice. So, if you want to see that, leave it down in the comment section. David Sanchez says, Q&A, what keeps you interested in playing RuneScape? Honestly, the Jagex moderators. I'm not trying to kiss ass or anything, but I like the new updates that they're coming. It's still old school to me, but at the same time, I like how they can keep it old school, yet add new updates to it, kind of like resizable mode that's coming and everything, and Zia. Like, I'm really excited about Zia, mainly because in regular old school RuneScape back in maybe like 2006 or the real 2007, I enjoyed walking around and exploring and stuff and not knowing where everything was back then. And I feel like when Zia comes out, we're all going to get another chance to do that and be that noob again. So that's what keeps me interested, not knowing what's going to happen in the future. And also what keeps me interested in old school RuneScape is just that it really is the players that decide the updates. Like, it takes 75% yes to pass, and they're not going to not pass anything. Even if there's like 25% no's, they'll still pass something, you know what I mean? So it is really, the majority of the updates come from the players, and I love that. I love that about old school RuneScape, and I think the Jagex moderators are doing a really good job. Plus, they've added some moderators now, I hear, and everything, and after the whole mod reach thing and everything. So I hear everything's going good, and there's big plans for the future, so obviously I'm going to be right there trying to get it all on candid camera for you guys. So that's what keeps me interested in old school RuneScape. And you guys too, honestly. Extromix says, Q&A, red or green apples? Definitely the green apples. They taste more sour, and that's what makes them better, definitely. Fat Pum PKN says, I see what he did there. Q&A, how long does it take you to make a top 10 2025 video? Honestly, it takes me, on a top 25, probably about, I would say, at least 8 hours. Recording my voice takes about maybe 20 minutes, and that's the fun part. That's the only fun part. It takes me a long-ass time. It takes me a long-ass time just to edit. Editing is what takes up most of the time, because you guys have seen how I edit things and everything. That actually takes hours and hours on end. Those of you who don't, like, I mean, I could just say, yeah, editing takes me 6 to 8 hours, but when you just hear it, it sounds like nothing. But if you really go through it, it kicks your ass. I take frequent breaks, though, and that's how I do it, though. Flamination says, Q&A question, if you could go back in time to when you were a noob, but still have the same mindset that you have now, what will you skill at first, and how badass will you be? How badass will you be? That's a good question. That's a very good question. I would probably go back and train the, what skill would I train first as a noob? I would probably get my agility level up first, just to get it out of the way, and just because you could run faster, or not necessarily run faster, but you know, your run energy would restore better, and you could get around the map a lot easier, like get it maybe to level 70 or 80 or something like that. That's what I would do. I think that would be pretty badass also, so I hope that answers your question. It's either that, or I would go train Hunter, if that's the thing. If I could go back in time when I was new, because Hunter wasn't out at that time, but if it was, I would probably still train Hunter just as I did with old school. I would get that to 99 first. I love hunting, man. I'm sorry, I love it. Flaxman Grove says, Q&A, what inspired you to make top 10 videos? Honestly, if you want to know the answer to that, it is Danger Dolan. I'm sure you guys know who that guy is. If you don't, look him up. He has some pretty interesting videos, but honestly, a few of you know this already, some of you don't. But Danger Dolan really did inspire me to make top 10 videos. It wasn't anybody in the RuneScape community that inspired me to start making RuneScape videos too much, but it was mainly Danger Dolan. I love the idea that he was connecting with all these people just by giving them random facts about stuff going on in the real world, so I decided maybe I should do like a random facts thing about RuneScape, and maybe that would attract people, and it did. And the rest is history from there. Fristy Van Meege I probably murdered that. Q&A, why of all the skill capes did you choose Hunter as the one you're mainly wearing in your videos? P.S. Love ya. I love you too, Fristy Van but hunting is because nobody else goes for it, and I wanted to, and I did it, and I love it, and I love showing it off, and I love it when people come up to me and say, you got a nice cape, and I love when that happens, and no, in all seriousness though, hunting made me a lot of money. It was like the first, like, real thing in RuneScape that I realized could actually make me a lot of money. So I just started training it, and one day got 99, and I was just like, holy crap, I have a lot of money. I was doing it for the money, not the level or the cape. But ever since I got the cape, I haven't taken it off. So, hope that answers your question. Glenn Hartman says, when did you start playing RuneScape and why? What made you try out the game? I started in 2004 for those of you who don't know, and what made me try out the game was a friend who lived down the street from me named Josh. It was about when we were like 10 or 11 years old. He showed me it, and from that day on, man, I was just hooked. Greg Benham says, for the Q&A, when did you quit RuneScape and why? I know it was because of all the updates, but what was the last straw for you? Honestly, Greg, what was the last straw for me? It probably was the close to around the time of EOC, I would say. I think a little bit before that, maybe. It was money pouch, I know that much. One day I got my money out of my bank and it went straight to my pouch, and I didn't have sounds on or anything, so I didn't know what happened, but like my money had gone to my pouch and not my inventory. So I was like, I just withdrew all this money. Why didn't it go into my inventory? What the hell just happened? Where did it go? Like, I didn't even know that my money had gone to my pouch. And from that day on, I was just like, fuck this, I'm done. When I started actually feeling like that big of a noob in RuneScape to where I didn't even know how to get my money out of my bank, I was just like, man, that's it. I'm done with this game. But old school's here, so I'm not trying to hate. Don't think that I'm trying to hate. Please, please, I'm not trying to hate. But anyway, yeah, now that old school's here, everything's good. So don't hate on me, don't dislike the video. Henry Dab says, Q&A, what's your favorite quest in old school RuneScape, and what's your favorite skill besides Hunter? Oh, you're gonna make me think on this one, aren't you? Well, my favorite quest in old school RuneScape is probably Recipe for Disaster, just simply because of the requirements, and my favorite skill besides hunting is probably... Man, that's a tough one. Probably... I'm gonna assume that I can't pick a combat skill. Slayer. Ho, he did a YouTubing and Kalukalawir. What? Have you ever tried to telegraph the rings of Varrock Bank? Yes, of course I have. Who hasn't, man? If you think about it, it's kind of interesting. Those rings have been there since the very beginning of the game. Nobody has ever been able to telegraph them, man. Nobody. They've been there since the entire, like, the beginning of the game. HSC Exam says, Q&A, do you even OSRS? No. Jackie Chan says, Q&A, can you please not answer my Jar of RuneScape. I got a jar of Rune. Did you ever have any RuneScape girlfriends? Yep. Yes, I did. I did. Did you? I know you did. John Wallace says, and he even edited it. I had to get this one just because he edited in it. I felt like he put some effort into his comment. Anyway, he said, what do you think about resizable mode coming out soon? I'm pumped. I'm ready. I'm gonna stream it. You bet your ass I'm ready, John Wallace. Just Playing says, Q&A, do you get paid in YouTube? Yes, I get dollars with the YouTube logo on them. I mean, I can't use them anywhere. They're fake, but I mean, they have the YouTube logo on them, so YouTube money. Kirill Selen says, Q&A, are you still using your smartphone as a mic, or did you already upgrade it? Nope. I'm not using my smartphone anymore. In fact, if you guys would like to see what I am using my Blue Yeti microphone with the pop filter and the microphone cover on it. So I hopefully have answered that question. That was okay. Let's Recruit says Q&A Let's Recruit says, take two. If a human can't see air, can a fish see water? P.S. Love your vids. If a human can't see air, can a fish see water? I don't know. Luke Anderson says, Q&A, how do you feel about the heavy influence on XP gain and not actually having fun with RuneScape? How would you change this? It's a very good question, Luke. Honestly, how would I change it? I don't honestly know. But how do I feel about it? I think this game should be taken as... I mean, you should definitely be competitive in games, I feel like. That's just the type of gamer I am. I like to be competitive at them, just as I like to be competitive at YouTube. But, honestly, you should be having fun with the game too. Like for example, I've made some jokey videos in the past, and everybody got pissed. Like everybody turned into the devil, literally. They did. They turned into a possessed person because the video was like more focused on jokes. And nobody knows what a joke is in the RuneScape community. I'll just say that much. I'm just kidding. You guys are awesome. You've disliked the video. It's okay. You can't take a joke. Ha! But anyway, man, honestly, what I would do to change it is just implement more stuff into the game that is fun, but at the same time gives you a shit ton of XP. That's what I would do. Matt Hafner, parentheses, Isop Talks, says, Q&A, how do you stay motivated to go for a 99? You don't even look at the screen, man. You watch Justified, and you watch Game of Thrones over and over and over, man. Just, binge watch all of that. And you do RuneScape in the background, and then one day when you're not even looking, you get that 99. That's how you do it. That's how you do it, Matt Hafner. Mr. Atlantis says, Q&A, why do you do what you do? What inspired you to begin this channel and upload its content? Danger Dolan inspired me to do top 10s, but if you're asking me altogether what makes me continue to do what I do and why I decided to do it, is because if you want the short answer, I wanted to be famous in game and get donation. I'm just kidding, guys. Honestly, if you look at my first video, which is on my channel, by the way, it's me reacting to my first video, but if you look at that video, you will see that I actually said, shout out to Smake Me Now because I need some friends. It was true. I needed some friends, in RuneScape at least. I have a life, but I needed some friends in RuneScape. I had nobody on my friends list, and I knew that the only way to get friends would be to make a video and ask for friends. Because I was just coming back to old school RuneScape, so my friends list was a ghost town on there, so, and it worked. I got 56,000 friends now, which is kind of scary. Nate 8. Can you do a draw of my life? That's actually a question that I get asked quite a bit. Honestly, I do plan on it in the future. Maybe when I hit 100,000 subscribers or 75,000 subscribers. I'm not trying to be cocky. I'm just saying when it happens, I'll probably do a draw of my life then. And I think I can make some of you really cry, honestly, with this draw of my life thing. Not that my life is sad. I will just include you guys in it, like I always do. Nice Guthin says, Q&A, do you like ducks? I love ducks. I went to the park just the other day with my best friend, and I was going quack, 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 and they actually all started swimming towards me. I'm the freaking duck whisperer. Official Wezzy says, have you ever had a hot school teacher? Yes, I have, dude. And she was, oh god, she was Puerto Rican, and she was about, I think, 38, but, oh my god. I'd stay after school once with her, by myself. I enjoyed it, and I think she did too. Oscar Slump, do you play any other games than RuneScape? Yes, I do. I play Smite. My name on there is Mote Plox, without the space between the two. So Mote Plox, all one word. You can add me on Smite if you want. I will add you back. Peyton Rita says, Rita/Rita, Q&A, how do you make your money? Wyverns, or hunting, or barrows, or really any other type of, you could do God Wars dungeons, you could, you gotta train your combat stats, man, and your non-combat stats at the same time, man. You have to utilize those stats, man. You're not gonna You're not gonna make any money if you just bank stand, man. It's sad to say, but it takes effort. But like I said, just watch Game of Thrones in the in the big portion of the monitor while you're playing RuneScape in the small portion, and you'll get money. You won't even know it, but you'll get it. Sinard says, Q&A, does Jagex watch your videos? I don't know. The old school RuneScape team is actually subscribed to me. So I don't know. Maybe they watch them. Maybe they watch like 1 or 2 a month. But I would assume they know who I am since they are subscribed to me. That would be pretty cool if they did. Hi, God, Ash. Skiff trademarked says, Q&A, how do you see yourself for the next 10 years? Don't know if I'll still be doing YouTube then. Don't even know if RuneScape will still be a thing then. Hopefully it is. Hopefully I can do YouTube in the next 10 years. But anyway, probably in the military. I would love nothing more than to join the military here. Maybe that's not where I'll be in 10 years. 10 years ago, if you asked me where I saw myself in 10 years, 10-year-old me would have given you quite a weird answer. I probably would have said that I was gonna be Superman or some shit. But I don't know, man. I really don't know, and I don't think anybody can know. Wait, that's not chillin'. Sillin Flaherty Snackboy 123 says, Q&A, what is RunScap? Well, if we go ahead and just search up the runscap.com, and then we click this link down here. Okay, the server at RuneScap can't be found because the DNS lookup failed. Blah, did you mean runskip.com? Web application development responsive design search engine optimization. That's what RunScap is. RS Salami says, Q&A, how are you so amazing, and will you please... I already have you added, Salami. Get out of here, man. Taylor W-F, aka Cyberdog, as some of you know him. He's a nice human being. He says, Q&A, where do you see yourself in a channel going in the future? Twitch, YouTube, content, fan base. Honestly, if you guys want to know the truth, here's where I see the channel going. Eventually, I'm going to run out of RuneScape videos. That's just gonna happen in maybe 3 years, but 3 or 4 years. But before that does happen, or after that happens, because that's gonna be the end of the road after that happens. Honestly, I'll keep doing Twitch. I don't think Twitch is ever gonna stop being a thing unless people just stop watching me and one day I just have 0 viewers. But if that day ever comes, I'll probably just start up another channel on YouTube and start playing video games. If you guys wanna switch over and watch me play other video games once RuneScape is gone from the world, then that would be cool too. I would treat you guys with the same amount of respect as I have on Mote Plox, and anybody else who joins the channel. But honestly, I don't see me just stopping YouTube or RuneScape anytime soon, unless YouTube gets shut down or RuneScape gets shut down. Hope that answers your question, Taylor. The Ped Rester says, would you date your third cousin? I'm assuming you mean third cousin. And would I date my third cousin? Who's my third cousin? Let me see here. I just gotta... Oh god, no. Time Capsule says, Q&A, how does it feel to be a legend? I don't think I'm a legend, man. That means a lot to me that you think that I am. If you do. Is he gonna make another sound? I know I was making that sound. That sounded weird. But anyway, how's it feel to be a legend? Bodie called me a legend on stream the other day when I rated him, and that was weird. I felt humbled as fuck. I'm just Brandon from Oklahoma, man. I'm nobody special. Come on now. Alt PvP Alex's World says, one day ago edited Q&A question, will you consider doing top 10 kills, death videos, or top 10 stakes that were submitted? Oh, so you're talking about doing stuff like what Chris Archie does and what SparkMac does? Probably not, man. Honestly, I think 2 people doing that in the RuneScape community is far more than enough. Maybe if I did that, I could do the videos a little bit differently than what they do. But probably not. People would probably hate me if I started doing that because we don't need a third person doing that, I feel like. Did I think about it at first? Yeah, I did. Not very much, and I still don't really think about it that much today. I'll probably never do that. Sorry to disappoint you if you ever wanted me to do that or something, but it's just not my thing. I like doing top 10s and progress videos and stuff that I'm doing now, so Your Asian friend says, Q&A, do you like to go PKing or have you ever done it at all? No, I've never gone PKing. No, I don't ever plan to unless you guys want me to. I don't know if I've never done it, but I'd be scared, man. I don't want to lose my stuff. I work hard for my stuff, okay? I don't want to lose my stuff. I don't have like 50 mil like Bodie or 100 mil like Mr. Mammal and no, I can't, no. Skills packs, God, he's rich as fuck. How do all these guys get so rich? What do they do? Oh, God, man, I can't freaking... No, I would be so scared of PK because I'm not a rich man, and I probably never will be. XX Grumpy says, XX Guppy says, do you ever watch your own videos? Too many times a day, my friend. All the editing and stuff. What happens is after the video is finally done editing after like 6 to 8 hours, and then I render it, just like I'm about to do with this one. I'm gonna watch it back and watch it back and watch it back and make sure there's no mistakes, make sure I've edited everything correctly. I'll watch it at least 20 times, and then once it renders, I gotta watch the full thing before I upload it to make sure it rendered correctly and the visual properties and everything are fine, and then I can finally upload it. And then I'm never watching it again. Then I just reply to you guys' comments because by that time I've seen it like 50 times and I'm so fucking sick of my voice. It's not even funny. That's why I don't understand mainly why you guys like my videos, because I have to watch them over and over all the time. And they get very old to me very fast. Thank you guys for watching. That's the end of the Q&A. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the new mic cover, and the new pop filter that I got on this baby. Hopefully my voice sounds a little bit clearer because I'm probably going to be using it for countdown videos from now on. If you guys did enjoy the Q&A video, press that like button and show me your support, please. But also follow me on Instagram.com/Mote_Plox, or you can follow me on Twitter at the same username, at Mote_Plox, or I don't think there is a word. I don't have any more social media other than Twitter and Instagram. Okay, guys, thank you guys for watching the Q&A once again, and I'll talk to you guys later.